Hey, what's up guys? Monster Mike with Bronco Garage, and we've got some really cool stuff going on here. A 77 early with a 7.3 Godzilla, and this is Weston Reddy's Bronco. What's up, Weston?
Not much, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah?
Happy to do this. It was a 21-day build. Gumby, the mastermind. We got to talking one night on email, and kind of, if you can do this, why aren't people doing it yet? What's holding it up? Maybe we should be the first ones. And so
I just said it just needs someone to want it, and then we bounced off with John over here on getting a 10R80 behind it because, you know, that's what people want. You can't fit a 10R140; it's just too big.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you don't want to go to a smaller transmission, get 10-speed, get drivability. Then you get super low. You know, you have a 10-speed first gear with, you know, we're using electronic transfer case in it. John made the electronics happen, made the pallets happen, and then it came to us, and you know, with how he wanted it fit, tried to keep him in every step of the game. We were lucky he already had the Hydro Boost, he already had some of the hard to get stuff. I had you know, Dakota Digital in stock, luckily.
Then we just overnighted everything else.
Yes, yeah,
literally drove it himself down. So
yes,
thank
yes,
you, John.
he did.
And no frame or engine interior mods that had to be done. It really fit really well, huh?
It fit really well. So we did for the electronic transfer case, which is a little just the way it sits.
Yeah.
We had to notch and box the frame for it. Other than that, 2-inch body lift, just to clear everything. It's really tall. So I know it's not as wide as a Coyote, but like a 351 with a tall valve cover, you're pretty close.
Wow.
The transfer case we had to notch just the cross bracing, no, like
Even with the 2-inch body lift?
even with 2-inch body lift. We just notched it just to give it room.
Yeah.
So it was either take a hammer to it or just notch it.
Right.
So we chose to just notch it. That's the
But it's running and driving. It's here. It's probably the first one I've ever seen.
right. It's and this is we're day 23, and I think we're day 25
Overall.
From him saying he had the 10R80 behind the Godzilla figured out, to him calling me the next day for it,
To gutting the motor out.
Yeah, and then him getting the Bronco to me like the next day, I think.
48 hours. I'd
So
say.
what's the likelihood of making this a turnkey product for people to buy one day? What's the likelihood?
It is.
Yeah, we're actually working right now, and we're going to try to start setting up turnkey pallets like we do over there, but specifically for the early Bronco guys. So it's going to have the correct parts and pieces that Gumby says that we need, and kind of develop it so when he gets it, he kind of has a more capable kit to just go ahead and swap it in.
Wow. So with all this power, what's next?
I'd imagine you're going to develop some parts to make it easier for everyone, and then we can go from there and, you know, trade off one of those suspension kits.
I was gonna say I already got the suspension to be able to control this at least when you're driving.
Well, that's the next step. So we have all the powertrain. So you know, Duff is the next logical step. And if you need to, you know, he's gonna have all the power, all the torque. You got to be able to handle it.
That's awesome.
You know, the old school stuff is cool, and the patina on it is awesome. But
yeah, got to be able to control
you
and
gotta
drive it.
Yeah,
You got to contain it. So
Right.
That's a Hydro Boosted disc brakes, 4 wheels.
Yep.
You know, that'll help with that. We didn't mention it's the 2-inch body, but it also has, it's either a 2.5 or a 3.5-inch lift. It's an old lift, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd just say 3-inch lift to be safe.
You're going to keep that right around 3.5.
Well,
Yeah, and I don't want to change that lift, so that's why we're thinking about
37s, right?
35s on 15.
And that's another important. Glad you brought that up. Is that the clearance of the oil pan? That is one of the things that we're working on right now. Is oil pan to clear the differential.
Okay.
So John, it's one of our overnight deal.
Hey, John.
Yeah. No, and the intake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice piece.
Yep. That's Innovate.
Yep.
45. Hopefully Ford comes up with the
Better
intake here soon.
Yep.
But the oil pan is one of the major problems.
We did the best we could with some pictures off of Facebook Messenger
That's
and
right.
some measurements. And
we did.
cut
Well, we had
chops.
some FaceTime a little bit, you know.
Factory fan has come off. You got to do electric fans, right?
Have to do electric fans. There's just not enough. It's on top of tall. It's long.
Yeah.
So we have. This is an inch from the firewall,
Okay.
and we are still up. For those that y'all can't see,
Right.
the end of the motor is literally right here. So if you go firewall to there, that's the balancer and the water pump and the tensioner is all there. So it just eliminates all of your fan shrouds.
Yeah.
We also, you have to trim the body here for the radiator mounts, and like we were discussing earlier, we just took the top radiator mounts, flipped them up underneath, and it holds radiator just perfect.
So we're at Ford Holley Fest here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This is the first time we've ever seen an early Bronco swapped with a 7.3 out running and driving. I think we need to hear this thing run. Can we hear it run?
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Time for some data logs. First Godzilla swap, early Bronco.
Guys, that is a wrap for us here at the Holley Ford Festival. Man, I gotta say, for the first time, this was amazing, but it's missing something. It's missing Broncos. There's literally one early Bronco here, and then the rest of them were 6th gen or, you know, later models. We need more. So I think we should come back next year and really make a presence. You know, like bring some more early Broncos and show people what the real horse looks like. Mustangs are cool and all, but the Bronco is definitely the king of the show. We'll see you guys next time.